Guys, deluded YouTube's N'Golo Kante. Now, Kelechi Nwakali, I hope I said his name correctly. His brother plays for City, he plays for us. You know about him. He's under 17s World Cup. We signed him. He's a bad boy. And the only reason he's not spoken about in regards to when people speak about, okay, Gnabry left. These are all different periods. But Gnabry, Dragomir, Benacia, Jeff, all of these, Willock, all of these Chris Willock, all of these sick young players, Josh De Silva. The only reason most fans, you don't really necessarily hear them, Zelalem, you don't hear his name, is because the man hasn't got a work permit and isn't in the country. Like, it's so sad how someone at 20, well, he's 20, 21 next year. He's on the verge of becoming a sort of, I don't want to say main starter, but a member, fully fledged member of the Nigerian national side. He was this close to going to the World Cup. If he did, he might have finally got a work permit which would allow him to be in the country. Then he would be spoken about in the likes of the numerous wonder kids I've said. He's a baller. He's got fantastic technique, fantastic ability, fantastic dribbling. He can get a bit stronger, but he's not weak by any stretch of the imagination. And I really want the man to get a work permit and figure in plans, because I do believe he's going to disrupt a couple young players at this club if he comes into it. It looked like he was going to Porto. For whatever reason, it doesn't look like that's going to happen now. Now, people, it could still happen. You saw his Instagram and his pictures. He was at Porto, ready to do the thing. But that looks like it's broken down, or they still might be in talks. I don't know. I don't know. Now, Porto rate him, and they wanted to insert a buy clause. Arsenal rate him even more and don't want to do that. They just wanted him to go on loan. So maybe that's the course of it. I do know Arsenal want to extend his contract as well. He's got 2 years to run. When do Arsenal actually extend contracts when they're supposed to be extended? So he must be half decent. I like people. He's actually looking to go. Looks like he's put up another picture, and he's not giving us an easy time, or me to report this. But those of you that know the club, NAC Breda, hope I said their name correctly. They play in Holland. Historically, City have loaned a couple of their players each season to them. In fact, I think there's some there now, or there's about 2 players that were on loan there from City have now completed permanent moves. They play in Holland. Maybe that would allow him an easier time to get a work permit. He spent time there already. Obviously, Porto and NAC, no disrespect, there's a contrast between the two clubs, so competition might be easier at NAC in terms of getting the game developing and stuff like that. If I'm me, I want him to go to Porto, but I can understand this. So I don't know people where a man's going to sign. He's played on loan, he's played coy on it, he's taken a picture with the NAC stuff behind him, and he's done the same for Porto on the plane, so we don't know. One thing for sure is Arsenal want to, pardon me people, commit his future to the club. That's one thing I'm happy about. His brother's considering leaving City because of lack of first-team chances and all of that. And he's actually 21, so he needs to play. So we'll see what happens in that regards. But they're both players with fantastic ability, man. And considering Nigeria's got a young, good squad, and they put a good account of themselves at the World Cup previously, and the next World Cup and the African Cup of Nations, I'm sure he wants to be a part of it. It's exciting times for the whole of Nigeria, to be fair. If you're a Nigerian fan, I mean, it's a madness, to be fair. But anyways, guys, deluded YouTube's N'Golo Kante. Let me get out of you guys' hair, man. I'm out. Thank you for watching.